Through the tube, we pump both balloons. One bigger than the other. Fix the dispensers in the non-venting position. Now, let's combine the balls into one by connecting the tube. Let's open the way for the air and see what happens. The bigger balloon takes the air out of the smaller one. Admit it, you're surprised too. When repeating the experiment, the result is the same. The bigger ball will always only grow, and the smaller one will always deflate. Now, we need a fresh orange peel, from which citrus oils can still be squeezed out. Let's sprinkle these oils on a well-inflated balloon and see what happens. The balloon burst. Wow! Let's take a needle and let's pierce the first balloon. And now the second one. The balloon still bursts with the delay, so what is the secret? It's all about the usual tape. Cut off a small piece of tape and stick it to the surface of the balloon. Now, after the puncture, just for a while, the tape protects the balloon from the bursting. And now let's do it again. We pierce the ball, wait a little bit more than a second, boom! Now, we have a board with the sharp nail on the table. Hit it with the balloon and bam! But what if there are a lot of nails? No matter how much we lock the balloons on the nails, it does not burst. You can even just press it against them. Or even put a board on top and lean it on it with your whole body. It just doesn't care. Here, the pressure was too much. Let's take the neck of a bottle and glue it to the CD with a glue gun. Now, pull a well-inflated balloon over the neck. We fix everything tightly and release the structure. It begins to slide on the surface of the table. And with a little slight push, you can set any direction until the balloon runs out of air. Incredible, isn't it? This time, a little magic. We will show you little telekinetic abilities. The balloon inside the bottle will deflate at my command as soon as I squeeze my hand. It seems like I'm squeezing it. Do you want to know what the secret is? To begin with, put the balloon in the bottle and pull it over its neck. Now, let's make a small hole in the bottom. Inflate the balloon, covering the hole with your finger. And once you release the hole, the ball will immediately begin to deflate. What a trick! And here's another trick for you. Watch out for that air bubble. I'm gonna grab it, and now put it back in place with a little light movement. Not impressed? What if I eat it? Even after that, I can put it back. You think it's in your hands? I can just spit it out. Well, now I'll show you what the secret is. Take the long balloon and stretch it well in two places. Now let's add some air. Spin the ball. Now, if we click on this air bubble, it will immediately move to the middle, and then back again. That's the whole secret. And here's an incredible new trick. Now I'm gonna swallow this balloon. Don't you believe me? Just watch. The main thing to do, everything is smoothly, and let the balloon disappear in my mouth. Well, there are no problems with the remaining tail. What? It's delicious. Do you want to know how I did it? To begin with, pump the balloon, leaving a small tail. Tie it, and make a small hole, and that's the whole secret. If it seems to you that the air does not weigh anything, the balloon will help me demonstrate the opposite. Take a suspended stick and attach two identical balloons on both ends of it. Loosen the fastening one of them as the air gradually leaves it. Now, you can observe how our improvised scales are gradually leaning towards a more inflated balloon, which means that the air still weighs something. For the next experiment, we will need a dry pipe cleaner, water, and aluminum. We're conducting this experiment outdoors to avoid inhaling dangerous fumes. We put a balloon on the neck of the flask, and with the beginning of the chemical reaction, it will quickly begin to fill with gas. Let's tie the balloon, which is lighter than air. Let's fill a few more balloons and move on to the key part of our experiment. But the example of these 3 eggs clearly shows their age depending on their position in the water. And here's an easy way for you to quickly peel the boiled egg. Break the shell from 2 opposite ends and roll the egg a little on a hard surface. Now the shell will come off in just a couple of light movements. Well, if you plan on cutting the egg for a salad, then just cut it in 2 halves with a knife, pick up the egg with the spoon. It's a matter of a couple of seconds. Now we'll need a large onion ring and a bell pepper ring. Put them in a frying pan and pour an egg in the center of each ring. As you can see, the eggs do not spread in front of each form. Fry until tender and serve garnished with herbs. Such a beautiful and delicious breakfast. But this life hack is not only suitable for vegetables. Simply remove the inner part of a piece of bread, melt the butter in the frying pan, put the bread and pour the egg into the center. As soon as it grabs one side, just turn the egg over the toast over. In just a couple of minutes, such an unusual breakfast is ready. How delicious, is it? Besides, the yolk remains liquid, just how I like it. Now we need to separate the egg white from the yolk. Add a pinch of salt. Beat it with the mixture in dense peaks. Half of this delicate foam will be placed in a steel pan. Put the yolk on top and cover it with remains of protein foam. Fry one side and then turn it over. Just 2 minutes in the frying pan and our incredible tendery, airy egg is ready. I made a small burger out of it. Here's how it looks in the cut. For this life hack, we will cut an ordinary sausage into 2 halves. Then, we will make a shallow incisions throughout the entire length from a ring from it and fix the ends with the toothpick for reliability. We will place our rings in the frying pan and of course, we'll pour an egg into the center. This is not just an unusual breakfast, but the real flower arrangement. And if you absolutely have no time to cook something in the morning, an omelet in a glass will come to the rescue. Break an egg into the glass, add milk, whisk it with a fork, put the glass in the microwave, and run it for 2 minutes at maximum power. Voila! Delicious, simple, and most importantly, a quick omelet is ready. By the way, you can also cook a poached egg in the microwave. Break the egg into the glass and pour a small amount of water. Cover the glass with the saucer so that the water does not evaporate from the glass. A couple of minutes, and the egg boiled to the required degree. And the yolk remained liquid. Let's try something more interesting. Chop the red cabbage, then separate the egg white from the yolk and add purple cabbage juice filtered through cheesecloth to it. Stir and add a little lemon juice to make the shade more pink. Now pour the resulting substance into a frying pan and when it seizes, pour out another egg white. We put the yolks on top so that we get a resemblance of the yin-yang symbol. Thus, we get a truly balanced breakfast, unusual, healthy, and most importantly, delicious. Now, we need a hard-boiled egg. It should still be hot. Let's put it in this form, which we made from a sheet of cardboard and several rubber bands. Press down on top with the wooden stick and fasten the other end of it also with the help of elastic bands. In this form, we'll leave the egg to cool, which will allow it to retain the shape of set by the wooden stick. It looks like an egg with a dent, but now you will see it in a different section.